Welcome to Connected Through Change. Men supporting menopause, two voices, one journey. Your host is Russell Betts, author of the international best-selling book, The Good Husband's Guide to Menopause, and founder of the Connected Through Change movement. Each week, you'll hear both the men's and women's perspectives, so you can understand what's really happening beneath the surface and learn how to stay steady, supportive, and connected through one of life's biggest transitions. If you want clarity, confidence, and a stronger relationship during menopause and beyond, you're in the right place. Let's begin.
You find yourself in the car maybe 15 minutes before you have to go inside. Or you're sitting at the kitchen table late at night after the house has finally gone quiet. You're looking at a list, either one written on your phone or the one running on a loop in the back of your mind. And you realize that you have planned for everyone. You've anticipated the groceries, the school schedule, the tension in your partner's voice when they walk through the door, and the logistical gap in next Thursday's calendar. You have seen every ripple before it became a wave, and you have smoothed it over. You sit there, and you feel a weight in your chest that doesn't quite feel like stress anymore. It feels like gravity. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. We talk a lot about success and high performance. We talk about what it takes to be the person who gets it done. But today, I want to talk about the cost of that. I want to talk about a very specific type of fatigue that sleep cannot touch. The secret fatigue of the strong. If you're listening to this, you're likely the person who handles it. Whether it's the logistics of the household, the emotional temperature of the dinner table, or the unspoken tensions in your marriage, you are the person who steps in when things start to fray. For years, this has been your superpower. Perhaps it's what you're known for. You pride yourself on being the reliable one. I think of you as a human scaffolding. Think about that image for a second. Scaffolding is what makes the building possible. It's what ensures the structure of your life never collapses. People rely on you because you are consistent, you are resilient, you are the one who is never off. But lately, that strength has started to feel like a weight you can't put down. There is this strange cognitive dissonance in your life right now, isn't there? On paper, you are doing everything right. You are proactive. You are patient. You are the stabilizer. If someone were to graph your life, the line would be steady, successful, balanced. Yet, inside, there's a growing sense of total exhaustion. You are functional, but you are drained. You might find yourself leading a team of 50 people during the day, making high-stakes decisions with clarity and precision, only to come home and realize you are also the emotional anchor for your personal life. And that is where the silence hits. That is where you encounter the loneliness of the leader. You are surrounded by people who love you, perhaps even people who admire you, yet you feel fundamentally alone because you are the only one responsible for the us. I want to give this a name. Let's call it the burden of the better half. It's the invisible weight of keeping the peace for two. It's the mental load of anticipating needs before they are even voiced. It's the constant, low-level scanning of the environment asking, what's about to break? Who is about to be upset? How do I bridge the gap between where we are and where we need to be? And here is the hard truth of the pattern. Because you can handle it, you do. And because you do, the other person doesn't have to. Without realizing it, your competence has become a cage. You have overfunctioned for so long that your strength is no longer a choice you make, it has become a requirement for the relationship to survive. You become the bridge that never rests. And because you are so good at it, because you make it look so seamless, no one notices the strain on the cables. You might find yourself looking at your partner across the room or across the dinner table and wondering, why don't they see the heaviness? Why don't they see how hard I'm working just to keep us level? But I want to invite you to look at it from the other side, just for a moment. How could they see it? You've made it look effortless. You have been so strong for so long that strength has become your entire identity in this relationship. They don't see a person struggling under a load, they see a bridge. And we don't usually ask the bridge if its feet are tired. We just drive across it. But there is a silent erosion happening. Every time you step in to fix a problem that wasn't yours to fix, every time you carry a load your partner could have handled, every time you bridge a gap that should have been closed from both sides, a small piece of genuine connection is traded for functional stability. You are keeping the relationship moving forward, yes, but you are doing it from a place of deep, quiet resentment. You aren't just tired. You are relationally depleted. Why does being the strongest person in the room feel so heavy? It's because strength, when we use it as a shield against chaos, eventually becomes a wall against intimacy. You've likely been operating under a specific assumption. You've been telling yourself, if I just work a little harder, if I'm just a little more patient, if I carry just a bit more of the load right now, eventually things will balance out. Eventually, they'll see it and step up. Eventually, I'll be able to let go. But I want you to consider that the opposite is happening. Your strength has become the very thing that prevents the balance from ever shifting. Because as long as the scaffolding is holding everything up perfectly, the building doesn't have to learn how to stand on its own. I want you to imagine you are standing on that bridge you built. It's a beautiful bridge. It has served you well. It has held your family, your career, and your marriage together through some very difficult storms. But look down. The bridge is cracking under your own feet. This isn't about you being broken. It's not about your partner being broken. This is about recognizing a pattern where your best qualities, your resilience, your responsibility, your excellence have been weaponized by the circumstances of your life. They've turned into a source of profound, soul-deep fatigue. I'm not going to give you a how-to today. I'm not going to ask you to go have a difficult conversation or change your schedule. I only want to invite you to do one thing. Sit with the recognition of the weight. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to explain it away. Don't start making a list of why it's not that bad. Just acknowledge that you are tired of being the only one holding the line. Admit to yourself that the status quo, as successful as it looks from the outside, is becoming unsustainable. You have been the scaffolding for everyone else. It is time to look at the pressure on the individual poles. Take a breath. Just for this moment, you don't have to hold the bridge up. You just have to realize you're on it. Think about this today. We'll be here when you're ready to look at it again.
Thanks for joining us on Connected Through Change. Remember, it takes two voices to walk one journey, and you don't have to navigate this alone. To go deeper, grab Russell's international best-selling book, The Good Husband's Guide to Menopause. Explore the weekly blog or take the Communication Clarity Assessment at connectedthroughchange.com. Stay steady, stay connected, and I'll see you in the next episode.